This is the computer that we use to run the brain for every compactor. Depending on how we program it, how we wire it, and how we configure it, we can make it do whatever we want it to do. Start automatically, shut off on safeties, shift on time, shift with limit switches, shift with pressure switches. The sky's the limit. You can make that computer act any way you want. Everything we have out there has safeties on it with an exclusion zone to stop the customer from being in contact with any moving parts. Usually they tell me what they wish the compactor could do, and 90% of the time I can accommodate exactly. The only limiting factor is safety. If what they're proposing isn't legal or isn't safe, I won't do it. If it's safe, I can make it happen.
It usually goes through, they contact sales, and then sales will contact Mark. We'll go out and meet up with the customer. We'll have an idea what they're looking for, if they have an existing machine, if they like what they got, try to better it.
We build the pieces as big as we legally can, bring them out in pieces just big enough to go down the road, and they all bolt together like Legos.
My job basically is to make sure everything goes with the job. You know, when we go out and spec it out, we look things over. What's the best thing for the customer? What has to go with the job? So the day the job goes down, okay, we have those built, the power unit's ready, we get everything together, and we head out.
They build everything in part, they part it out, fabricate all the pieces out, and then they assemble it on site.
It's too big to haul in one piece. So that's how we do all of our enclosures. They're just usually not this big, but we have the piece that we just put on, usually we haul on a car trailer, and the machine goes on the flatbed. Put the machine in place, and then we crane the enclosure over, bolt it down, then push it against the building.
We'll build it in the shop, put it all together, test run everything. But once we get it back on site, everything goes together the way it did in the shop.
Because it's usually too tall. You can't be over anything 13.6, so you can't haul it on the flatbed, and it's too heavy for the car trailer.
Everything is in place, compactor's bolted down, a lot of wiring. Hydraulics sort of connected. All that's left is electrical, a lot of electrical. Outside controls for the driver, inside controls for the customer, and a lot of sensors and warning devices. All of our equipment is ANSI and OSHA compliant. It's the way we've always done it. Past 20 years, every machine is compliant. The machine will not run with the doors open. If they open the doors while it's running, it will shut off. And the reason all these safeties have to be here, that wall right there is 2 inches thick, solid steel. This ram smashes everything against that wall to 1 inch.
This compactor here, I think is 20 years old. There's a tag on it. It's funny. Me and Mark installed this long time ago. Part of the refurbing would be, you got the hydraulic cylinders have to be replaced, hoses, metal parts, the wear strips, things wear out. This was built probably like 2 years ago. This is another design, side feed hopper.
You can unbolt it, take it apart, and drive away with it. If you unbolt it, you don't have to wreck anything. You bring it back here, clean it up, and now they have a unit that's as good as when they first got it. We build these to last here, that's for sure.